Hey, what's up everybody? If you're new to my channel, because let's be honest, it's been a while since I've created a video. My name is Tyler Washington and I love craft beer and I kind of want to make it a little more approachable. That's one of the barriers of entry that I found with craft beer is you have a lot of words out there and a lot of different ingredients, and if you're unfamiliar with it, it can be intimidating. So my hope is to make craft beer a little more approachable. So with that in mind, this video is for people that are just starting their craft beer journey or have been on their journey for a little bit and want to take that next step in exploring more styles. I have 5 tips for approaching a bottle shop and trying to figure out what beer to try next. In addition to going over those tips to approaching a bottle shop, I will also be reviewing a beer, so make sure that you continue watching the video to see what beer I am drinking and to see what I have to say about it. Maybe it's a beer that you would like to try out. Before getting into the tips or the beer review, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and just let me know where you're at in the comment section with your craft beer journey, maybe even where you're watching from. Here we go. Here are the 5 tips for approaching a bottle shop and how to try new beer. Tip number 1 is just pick a style. Pick a style you like or that you're curious about, if that's hazy IPA or if it's just regular IPA. If it's a Pilsner, there are so many different styles of the same style. It's a cool little branch of families. So for Pilsners, you have Italian Pilsners, German Pilsners, Czech Pilsners, hopped Pilsners. There really is a lot to get into it, and that was 4 or 5 that I listed right there, and you already almost have a 6-pack. So get a Pilsner that you've already liked, or whatever style of beer that you're going to try. Get one that you already like as your base and save that for last, because then you know you like it already. And then find some others that are a little different. Try those out, see if there's a new style that you like. That's a real easy way to explore craft beer. Tip number 2 is a very simple way. Just pick it from the label. Craft beer artists can be very creative and make some really unique labels, and that's part of the fun. And it is an easy way to remember a beer next time you go back is just by the association of the label. You start to notice some of the consistent artwork depending on what brewery it is, and that might get you intrigued from a different beer. Easy peasy, cool label, put it in that 6-pack, give it a try. All right, tip number 3, hit that sales rack. Find some beer that's on clearance. It's cheaper, why not try it? And that actually brings us to the beer review today, which is from Spellbound Brewing over in Mount Holly, New Jersey. They started back in about October 2014, and this was my first time trying them. I was out with my fiance looking for a tennis court in Jersey, which I now know is an impossible task. And we stumbled upon Spellbound Brewing Company, had a couple of beers. It was a great time, great location. They have a brewery cat, which is adorable. I'll put the link below. Make sure you check out their page and their brewery cat, because who does not like a brewery cat unless you don't like cats, which, okay, sorry. But it is still a good place, good people, it's a good vibe. And that's part of the fun with craft breweries is how many craft breweries are out there. So I like to, whenever I'm out and about, if I'm near something, I'll stop by and check it out. So before we continue on with these tips and tricks, we're gonna try a beer from Spellbound Brewing. So we got Major Nelson IPA by Spellbound Brewing, and it reads, beer is art. We add major amounts of Nelson Sauvin, but that's where you get the Major Nelson naming from, so that's easy to understand now. It also has Mosaic and Citra hops to give our golden IPA soft, tropical citrus notes. A touch of flaked oats, keep it all in orbit. So delicious, you won't be able to keep this one in the bottle or can. So let's go over a couple of little things real quick. The Nelson Sauvin hop is going to give you a grapefruit flavor profile, where Mosaic often gives you a mango or a citrus, sweet, piney flavor profile. And then the Citra hop is also going to give you some mango flavors, some lime flavors. It will also give you some tropical notes as well. So you can expect a very tropical, like hazy type of beer here. That's kind of one of those popular styles that you hear from, is a New England hazy, really. And you can tell hazy kind of by name right here. You can have that kind of look to it. It's going to be very juicy, very flavorful. Mosaic hops are one of my favorite type of hop profiles when it comes to beer, so I'm going to give this a try. Yeah, so right off you get this like mango, like juice, like sorbet-ish smell is what I get from it. And I think this is something important to note too. Everyone's taste, everyone's kind of smell is going to be a little different. You're going to pick up different notes, and that's part of the fun process. So I try not to rate these beers as much anymore. It's just say like, oh, if you really like this mango-y, sorbet-y type of beer, this is for you. And if not, maybe you want to try something else. But let's actually give it a taste real quick and see how this beer is. Yeah, so it's fun because at first you do definitely get that mango juicy flavor, but there is a little bit of pine on that aftertaste that I really enjoy. I think of a lot of my double IPAs and a lot of beer that I was first starting to try, especially IPAs, were a little more bitter. They had that piney, resiny type of flavor profile. So kind of this beer is a nice little blend in my mind because I do get a lot of juice out of it. But I do still have that, you know, aftertaste of what I think of a more West Coast IPA. I guess not what I think of, I guess that is what a West Coast IPA is. But overall, it's a great beer, great style. There's really no off notes or anything that I can identify yet. So if you like stuff like Other Half, or you like any of these breweries really in this region, which is so good for New England IPAs, I would definitely give them a try. They did have a bunch of different styles, so it is cool to go in, try a flight, see what they have to offer. Most breweries will also give you a little taste if you're curious. So I'm going to enjoy this beer as we get back into the remaining 2 tips that I have for you to approach a bottle shop while trying new beers like Major Nelson from Spellbound Brewing. So we just kind of talked about flavor profiles, which brings me to tip 4, is look for keywords, right? Like YouTube video keywords. You know, I'm going to talk about that kind of stuff every once in a while. So if I was really into mango, I'm going to be looking for labels that might have, again, looking at the label art, mango imagery, or if they have mango in the name, I might be drawn to it. Or if I can see right off the bat on the label, it says something about mango-y goodness, I'm gonna go for it because I do like, as I said, Mosaic hops. That would be a big keyword for me. But for someone that doesn't understand that, tropical, you know, juice bomb, these are some crazy names, crazy descriptors that beer labels put on them a lot of times to draw people in. And it's a good way of trying to discover beers. If you don't like a flavor that's listed on there, don't go for it. But it's also a really good way to find beers that you are interested in. And then number 5, my last approach to trying new beer is I will actually look for breweries that I know and love, and I will see if they have new beer out or if they had a beer that I haven't tried yet, and I'll go for that because I know they make the style I like. And so I'm willing to try it out, see if there's another beer style that I haven't tried yet, and see what they have to offer. Maybe I won't like it. Some breweries are stronger in one area of brewing than others, but at least I feel safe. It's something I'm comfortable with. I know it. And that's half of the battle when you're going into a bottle shop and it can get overwhelming, is having a familiar look, right? We feel good about places that we walk in and we feel like people know us and see us. I think that's the same with the bottle shop. I like knowing the people or the beer that I am approaching. I also have a bonus tip. Depending on where you're going, I know a lot of grocery stores now have mix and match options, but some bottle shops have a lot of bottle shops have really good staff that are really passionate about beer and are very knowledgeable. So if you go up and ask them, this is the biggest bonus tip ever, it's the easiest one. Go up to them, ask them for recommendations, tell them what you like, tell them what you don't like. Again, keywords, tell them flavor profiles that you might not like. If you're not into bitter things, have them steer clear of some IPAs. And if they do approach an IPA and you have talked to them about their bitterness, trust them, because they have a good understanding of the beer that they are offering to you. And they might be leading you into a direction of IPAs, sort of like we talked about with styles early on. They can change. They might be leading you into a direction of IPAs that you may grow to love. So that is my bonus one. If you found this video to be helpful, please, as I said, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know if there's something that you would like to see me talk about. Let me know as well in the comments. I'll be going through those. And if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, because I'll be posting where I've been on my story a lot, make sure to give me a follow there. You can check out more information about Spellbound as well in the description. So take a look down there. I'll be posting a couple of different links. And I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.